Breaking down a very cool blues in the key of G. This is a shuffle. We're going to be using our fingers, but you're going to find it to be very easy, but at the same time flashy, easy to show off with, guaranteed to impress, and fun to use not only for covers in the key of G, but to write your own blues music as well. New guitar tutorials every single Monday. If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe. If you love it, printable tabs with every lesson by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes. Grab your guitar, brain, attention span. Follow me on in. Let's break it down. A lot of times when you first learn the shuffle, you learn it in E, usually with the pick, something that sounds like this. Then maybe you extend it. And then you say, okay, cool, that's the blues shuffle. If you want to change keys, use a capo. But there's so much more we can do with that. We're going to get rid of the pick today. So 1, 2, 3. Magic, baby. We're going to use our fingers. Now we're going to play our thumb on the G string, and we're going to pinch the open D. And this is half to get you playing this fun shuffle, but half to kind of explain how a shuffle works. A shuffle is going to start with the root note, G. That's our root note, because we're making a G chord, and your fifth interval, which is the D. Now, if you want to learn more about intervals, I'll link a lesson up here to the DNA of chords and how chords and scales are built with these things called intervals. We have an open D string, which is very, very useful because we're going to pinch the G and the D together. Heavy palm muting here would sound good too if you wanted to. More so on the G than the D. But right now we just have a G5, a G power chord. The next thing you want to do is play the note that's 2 frets above the D. And that's what's called a sixth. And we're going to just pinch the G and the D together 2 times, pinch, pinch, and then get our index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Now when we do this, we pinch 2 times with the finger up, 2 times with the finger down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But the rhythm, we count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, we can take this shuffle 1 note further. After the 6, up 1 fret, it's what's called a flat 7. We're going to get our ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the D string. And we're just going to lift it up. 2 squeezes on each. Now the rhythm is something called swing. What does that mean? It's not mechanical like a metronome. It's not where everything's equal. You kind of so you could even think about it as triplets with the rest in the middle, like 1 pola, 2 pola, 3 pola, 4. And that's what we're doing. We're getting that sound. You want that swing. And that's what we're going to play over our G chord. So our G chord goes from strumming this 4 times So 4 measures of. Now, if you're using, the easy way to count a measure would be going through that cycle one time. So by the time you lift up your finger, you've gone through it one time. Now my finger's up, second measure. Second measure. Third measure. Fourth measure. You can play this at any speed you want. Sounds great, very slow too. Now, the progression goes to the C. The middle 4 are 4 measures of C7, or I'm sorry, 2 of C7 and 2 of G7. So we're going to replace our C7 with a C shuffle. So how do we find our C shuffle? Find our C note. And how do we know what the 5th is? It's down a string and then 2 frets over. The exact same way we did on the E string, you can do on the A string. Play your C note, down, then up 2. It's a G. And we happen to have an open G string again. So that means, just like we did our shuffle here, over the C, it's literally the exact same. Middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, pluck that with an open G. Now it goes to the 6th, which is 2 frets up, 2nd fret of the G string, flat 7, 3rd fret, then back, then we repeat. And after 2 measures, you do 2 more on G. So we have all of the first 4 and all of the middle 4. We only need to do the turnaround. Now that looked fancy, but it's actually quite a bit more approachable than you'd think. You're going to start off, and we're going to make a D7. You take that C7 and move it up 2 frets. But we're going to minimize it and play just 3 notes, the 5th fret of the A string, the 4th fret of the D string, and the 5th fret of the G. 5, 4, 5. And this is our D7. We're going to finger pick it. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. Thumb, index, middle, index, thumb. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Move everything down a fret, and we're going to squeeze all 3 strings together on the 4th beat. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, down again. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now over here, we're going to do the same start, 1 and 2 and 3, but on the 4, we're not going to go down again. We're going to squeeze those same 3 strings, 3, 2, 3. So you get 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Boom. 2 more measures. We're going to hit the G note here. Just the G note. You could play a G7. You could pinch the G5. You could play a G7. You could play a G9. There's a lot of things you can do. We're just going to hit the G note. From there, middle finger, 5th fret of the A string. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go we're going to pluck this one with our thumb, and our middle finger is going to pluck the open G string. Going to go down to the 4th fret, thumb, middle finger. Down to the 3rd fret, thumb, middle finger. And that's a whole measure because it's be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now you can do triplets if you wanted, which would be 5 G string and then 5 again. then down to 4, 4, G string 4, down to 3, 3, G string 3. Like, you could also pluck them at the same time. So there's a lot of different ways you can approach that. Have some fun and experiment with it, but let's get down 1, 2, and first. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now we're going to do a triplet. We haven't done a triplet yet. What it means is 3 notes over 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play 3 notes on that first beat. Okay. When you do that, if it's hard for you to think about the timing, you can count strawberry, strawberry, kitty cat, anything 1, 2, 3, 4. Strawberry, 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 kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. Papaya is what they do in Colombia. Papaya, 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 papaya. So, do, 3 notes. And that's going to go 1 pola, 2, 3, and 4. Let that ring out over the 2, and then make this shape that we did earlier for C. 3, 2, 3. Up to 4, 3, 4, and then finish 5, 4, 5. 1 pola, 2, 3, and 4 to the top. So the turnaround would be 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 pola, 2, 3, and 4. And you're in the top. Let's run through the whole thing. All right, so here we go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the change. Back. Here comes the turnaround. That is for sure bound to impress. Not only that, if you've just been strumming up to this point in your guitar career, you're going to have a ton of fun playing that because it's dynamic, it's interesting, it moves, it's fun. Okay, now we can make it more involved. All right? There's a cool little basic lick you can do that sounds like this. It's a triplet again, and what I'm doing is I'm playing the open D, hammering on the 2nd fret with my index, and then my middle finger plays the open G. So it's 3 notes. 1 pola. But I'm playing it on the 4th beat. 4 pola. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pola. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pola. You can use that whenever you want, as many times as you want. I'm playing it over the 4th beat, but you could do it over the 3rd beat. You would do it 2 times in a row, 3rd and 4th beat. Anytime you want. If you want to take it a step further, you have the 5th shape of the G minor pentatonic. 1 3 1 3 0 3 0 3 1 3 1 3. You can do whatever you want with that scale at any time. a lot of times the way the blues works is you sing for 2 measures and then you have 2 measures that are empty, like something like, well, my baby, she don't left me, and I don't think she's coming home. So I got those 2 measures right there that are empty. And my baby, she don't left me, and I don't think that she's coming home. What a man to do, now I'm all home alone. Those were stupid lyrics, but I just wanted to show you where the singing happens. Because that means over measures 3 and 4 and 7 and 8, you have space to noodle around with the scale. Showed you shape 5. Shape 1 is 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. And you can use that any way you want, anytime you want. To make any licks you want and any fills you want. Now this isn't a lick and fill lesson, so I'm not going to go any further than that with it. Well, let me give you one that you can play. And it's going to be 3 pull to 0 to 3 on the D string. So G to D. And that's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now in context, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you would just use it over one of those measures where you're not singing, okay? So this is a fun, flashy, easy to play shuffle in G, and a cool turnaround with it, and some easy licks to play while you're shuffling, and larger licks and the scales used to create those licks. So you can really take this as far as you want. Enjoy it, have fun with it. This is going to make you feel a lot cooler than just strumming through some stuff. And for a lot of people, this is kind of their first guitar victory. So good job today. And there you go, folks. Flashy and fun. I really enjoyed teaching you this one. Thank you for learning it with us. At 10thumbspro.com, new guitar every Monday. We teach ukulele Wednesday and Saturdays as well. If you go over on Patreon, we have tabs, but also like lessons organized by different styles, so you can learn to solo, you can learn blues, you can learn rhythm, you can learn blues rhythm, you can learn theory, you can learn scales, everything you need to be a better guitar player. All right, until next time, keep on rocking and rolling. Life is good. I'll catch you on the flip side.